Welcome to my channel Fix and Flip, where we're going to be buying spares and repairs cars, fixing them and flipping them for a profit. We're going to start with this one here, which is the Fiat 500 Lounge 1.2 engine. It's 2015. It's done quite high mileage, this one, and it had a overheating issue. But I'm just going to replace the engine on this one. Too high mileage, managed to pick up 147,000. So yeah, come follow the journey, like, subscribe, YouTube, follow, and be a part of it with us. So if you want to follow the journey with us, go over to, we're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, like, subscribe, follow, and you can see the progress. I will be posting updates along the way, and then when the cars are finished, we'll do like a full video of that. So we'll keep shorts as we go, and then the full video will follow. So if that's something you're interested in, then yeah, come follow us. Right, so it's all up on axle stands, so I'm just going to whip the wheels off and start taking all the front end off. Right, so up on axle stand, wheels are off. Next thing we're going to do is obviously disconnect the battery first of all, and then we'll start removing the front end. Start by taking the bumper off. So the 15 plates, Fiat 500s, for the bumper you've got a few screws at the top, you have the same few underneath, and then there's a few screws up in the archway. I think they're just Phillips, them ones. Yeah, so just obviously if you are removing the bumper, make sure you disconnect all your lights and everything. Right, so headlights removed. So next thing I'm going to do then is going to drain the coolant. I'll have to get the aircon machine over to drain all the gas out. Let me just flip it around. This is where we're at the minute. Sorry about the noise in the background, but headlights out, both sides, bumper off. So yeah, now we're going to drain the coolant. So obviously we need to disconnect the radiator hoses. I don't know if you can see, you got one there, right there. So these are quite tricky to get off. They have like a metal spring clip which flick up, but they do get quite stuck on there, quite seized. So just be careful when pulling them off, because they do tend to put a bit of stress on the radiator. And then there's another one up the top here. Sorry about the quality, let me just grab my other light. Yeah, so then you've got this one here as well. Again, just be sure to disconnect all like your fan wires, everything like that, so everything's disconnected before that comes off. Yeah, so once we've drained all that, drain the coolant, drain the AC, then we'll start taking the front end off. Right, so water drained, now let's get the aircon drained. So the coolant's all drained, just going to drain the aircon gas out now. I won't bore you with that though, so I'll come back to you when that's finished, and we can start getting the front end off. Right, so while the aircon's draining, we'll start stripping down some of the engine parts before I can remove the front panels. Let me flick the camera around. Got my son here helping today, so yeah, so aircon's draining. Can't take the front end off until that's done because I need to disconnect the pipes. So yeah, I guess we'll start taking all the airbox cover off, disconnect a few wires, and I'll come back to you once we start removing the front end. Aircon's drained, let's get the front end off. So front end's off. Let me just spin it around and show you. There we go. I think just in time for lunch. See you in a bit. Lunchtime and a bit of TV. See you in a bit. Right, so front end's off. I think next we need to obviously take the drive shafts out, get them out of the gearbox when we're lifting the engine out. So I think for now I'm going to get the battery tray out, disconnect some wires, get the drive shafts out, so we'll go from there. See you in a minute. Right, so nearly ready for the engine to come out. Let me spin the camera around so you can see, but I just want to apologise for the videos at the minute though. First time doing a channel or anything videoing, so bear with me, I'm sure the videos get better. Right, so everything's off now, all the drive shafts are out, exhaust manifold, everything. Literally all that's left now is the engine mounts and I think a couple of pipes. The fuel pipe I need to take off, and I think the servo pipe. Yeah, so I'll get them disconnected, or I might do the servo after I get the engine out a bit. There's a bit more space. Yeah, so let's get these engine mounts off and see if we can get the engine out. And that's how you get an engine out of Fiat 500. So all out now. Right, so engine out. Just gotta wait for the other one to be delivered now. I think that should be maybe tomorrow, next day. So yeah, I'll start cleaning up this one, stripping off what I need to. Ready, obviously gearbox got to come off. Going to be reusing the gearbox. But yeah, I need to wait and see what the other engine comes like. I think it comes with all the ancillaries, so I don't think I'll have to change much on it. But yeah, just give you another look quick. Engine out, all in a day. Normally get it done a bit quicker, but God, doing these videos, I think I've done half videos, half work. Good job I got my son here with me today. So yes, right, I'll leave it there until I get the other engine, then I can show you swapping over whatever I need to do. Engine go back, and then we can get it all back together, start selling it, and then we can go over money. So I've got the engine on the hoist at the minute, just gonna remove the gearbox. Other engine should be delivered, I'd say, within the next 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, I'll get this gearbox removed and then I'll get back to you. Right, so gearbox is out. Let me just flick it around for you. Right, so just waiting for the other engine to come now. Should be here soon. Can't really do much more now. I think the other engine's coming with everything already on, so possibly just straight put in Ain't got to change harness, anything like that, but I'll see when it gets here though, so I'll see you soon. Engine just been delivered. Right, so got the engine delivered. Just gonna put the gearbox on it now. Let me just flick this around so you. So old engine, gearbox, and new engine. So having a quick look over, it's looks pretty decent to be honest. It's quite clean. It's got everything on it already as well. I think even the wiring harness, the loom, goes straight on. So yeah, I'll get it put on. The gearbox that is, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so gearbox and all that's back on the engine, connected up all the starter motor and that again, a few clips, pipes, etc. Let me spin it round. So just got to put on a few more other bits I ain't connected up yet, get it back in the car, connect the engine mounts up, and then I can start connecting everything back up. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, so engine's back in, most of it's all linked up now. Right, so I'll come back to you in a bit once I've connected everything else back up. Right, so just a quick update. Engine's all back in now. Got the engine mounts all connected, clutch cables. Yeah, so let me just flick around and show you where we're at. So yeah, hardest bit's done now. Just need to put a new exhaust manifold gasket on, get all that put back on, connect up all the wiring, get the front end on, fill up the coolant, and then we'll try and get it running. Fingers crossed, start straight away. I'll leave all the bumper, everything off until that's all sorted. Yeah, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, and we'll get this finished. Right, so just put all the exhaust manifold and that back on the cat, change the exhaust manifold gasket, put a new oil filter on there because we're going to be servicing it anyway. Oil filter change, gearbox oil change, air filter, etc. I won't bother you with that. Right, so everything is connected back up now. Just going to get the drive shafts in. Once I put the drive shafts in, I'll just quickly have another check over. Might try and turn it over, just see the engine starts. Obviously top up the oil first. Yeah, and then go from there really. If it starts and everything all right, then I'll reconnect up all the radiator. So basically connect up all the front end again. Yeah, so let's go from there. Right, so engine's all back in now. Let me just spin the camera around. Yeah, so engine's all back in, everything's connected up, battery and that, so I think we're ready to start now. Yeah, right, let's get this started. Right, so first start now, fingers crossed. Lovely, first time. Oh, I'm happy with that. Right, yeah, now let's build the front end on. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, so it all went back together. I was just running up to temperature, but having a bit of issues with the fan. Fan weren't coming on, so I'm going to have to investigate a little bit more, check the resistors, stuff like that, fuses. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Going to pick up a radiator fan now. Got it all running and all that. Fan weren't kicking on. Checked all the fuses, resistor, everything seems fine. So I think it's the fan motor. Yeah, putting a live to it and that, and it was coming on sometimes not. So I think it's the fan. So I'll go and pick that up, and I'll get back to you after. Morning everyone. So yeah, Friday put the radiator fan in, and then started out running up temperature. Everything was alright. Stupidly, I forgot to record when fitting the fan. So let me just spin the camera. Right, so basically car's all back together now. Engine's running fine, temperatures going up normal, no overheating, fans kicking in and that now. So yeah, today I'm just gonna go all over the car, see if there's any other issues with it. I think I can hear the exhaust knocking a little bit, so I'll check that out. Plug the computer in, see if anything comes up as well. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Right, so just took it for a drive. Drives quite nice actually. Can hear a slight knocking on the front left, near side front. Sounds like link bar, but I'm sure it's got a new link bar on there when I took the wheels off. So I'm going to have a look at the top mounts, ball joint, etc. Quite common with the top mounts on these. Fans all kicking in now. Yeah, so engine wise seems okay. I'm going to be doing the timing kit anyway, so but obviously I want to get the car all ready first, and then I'll do the timing kit last. We'll do a separate video on that. Yeah, I want a slight little knock on the exhaust, it sounds like. Maybe one of the rubbers come off or something, but I'll have a look at that. I'll jack that up, and also got to plug it in. But quite a decent looking car. Because of the high mileage, there's quite a few stone chips and that on the bonnet, but just deciding whether I'm gonna touch them up or maybe just replace the bonnet if I can get a second-hand one, or even respray. I'll have a think about that. But yeah, for now everything seems okay. No lights on. Gonna plug it in anyway. But yeah, quite a decent car. So yeah, so I'm gonna plug the computer in and all that. We're gonna see if anything comes up. I did plug it in the other day. I think it come up about the radio. The radio signal's not too good, so I'm gonna have to check that. I mean, again, they're quite common with the aerials at the top. They get water seep into the seals. So yeah, I'll have a look at that, strip that down. But let's plug it in first and go from there. So, all right. Right, so just jacked it up, the back end for the exhaust knocking rattle. Quick fix, just the exhaust clamp broken, so just put a new one of them on, gave it a wiggle, all seems fine. So just take it around the site again, just see if it's all right. But yeah, I can't see that being an issue now. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, so just run a scan. All that's come up is a couple of light bulbs which I'm going to change, and the AM/FM antenna circuit open, which I mentioned earlier in the video. So I'm going to strip that down at the back, just see if there's any like water got in there or anything, and then go from there. Right, so I've found the aerial issue. I think it's going to be the aerial unit itself. Unplugged it, no broken wires. So if I give the actual aerial antenna its own antenna, it all works fine. As soon as I plug the aerial back in, it's no good. So I think there's like some circuit based something that's read online. So I'll just order another complete aerial unit, and that should sort that. Right, so I dug a little bit deeper into the aerial issue. Let me just spin it round. There it is. Yeah, water tends to get in them. They're not sealed properly. So I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up, see if that does anything. But if not, I'll just order one anyway. Right, so back to you in a bit. Right, so tried cleaning the insides out. But yeah, it looks like it's burnt out. So I'll have to order another one. Right, so timing belt kit with a water pump's just arrived. So I'm going to jump on that today while I'm waiting for the new aerial. That's going to take a few days. So new timing belt kit with a water pump. So yeah, let's get this done. Right, so just got the new aerial antenna, the base unit. So just gonna fit that on this one now. So yeah, let's get this on and see how it is. So aerial all fixed now. Right, so investigated the knocking noise on the engine swap one behind me. Looks like it's going to be the near side front wishbone. The bush looks like it's collapsed inside, so it's knocking on the actual chassis. So yeah, just ordered one of them. Just going to wait for a ramp to be free, and then I'll get it up on that. I'll check out the merch. Got my new tops on, probably back to front because I'm on the selfie mode, but yeah, so we'll get this done now. Right, so just got the excuse me, just got the wishbone for the Fiat 500, the engine swap one. Let me spin the camera. Yeah, so first of all, you have to, one second, you have to remove this panel, this bracket that goes here. Then you got the pinch bolt under here. I've already took them out because I was waiting for a video to upload. A couple of bolts go up through the bush of the wishbone and one in here. The issue with these is you have to take all this off because it attaches to the front crash beam. So front end of the bumper's got to come out slightly to get into the bolts. So let me whip this on the stand and then we'll get it off. Right, so wishbone's all done. Going to take it for a test drive in a minute when I can get out of the garage. So I'll see you in a bit. That's a new wishbone, new link bar, and you can see up there there's a new leg, top mount. Yeah, we're gonna do the rear shoes as well. Sorry, I'm literally, you look, I can't really move at the minute. I'm just trying to go over, but yeah, shoes are on metal as well, and the bearing looks slightly gone, so I'm gonna get them changed as well. So I forgot to video the leg, but I'm sure I've got a wishbone, so yeah, I'll add this in. Right, so just going to change the thermostat as well on this one. They're quite a common issue to go, so I want to sell it with obviously no issues at all, so no one has to worry about anything. So let me just spin the camera and show you. So thermostat's down there, this here, so it's just got this pipe here, another pipe at the back, over here, don't know if you can see, and then your switch here. I think 2 10 mils or 3 10 mils, maybe wrong, I can't remember. Take that off, so I'm just going to whip that off now, fit the new one, and then this should be ready. So I just fitted the new thermostat, which is down here. Good job I did change the old one, because when taking it off, where the pipe goes on broke off. They get so brittle because they're plastic, but the new one's all metal. So yeah, right, let's get all the battery tray put back in, battery, fill her up, and then bleed her off. Right, so thermostat's all on now, just filled up the coolant, just bled the air out of the system, which there's like a bleed screw down here. Let me just get the light. So yeah, if you can see here, that bleed screw there. So when you're filling her up, fill her up to just over the max, release the bleed screw, start her up. That should get all the air bubbles out and the air in the system. And then we just wait for the fan to come on. Normally when the thermostat opens, the water level would drop, so you have to re-top that up. Heater on full blast. Yeah, so we'll get this done, then I'll get back to you. Right, so this one's all done. Just getting the aircon topped up now. Got it on the machine. Gave it a wash this morning and all that. So just gonna take it for a test drive up the motorway, make sure everything's all right. And then I'll start putting all the pricing up, everything that I've spent, some details for that. So I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so this one's all finished now, the engine swap one. So just took it for a drive, drives quite nice. Just gave it a quick wash up and all that, listed it up for sale. So yeah, this one's all done then. So next one I'm going to be doing is got the red Fiat 500S, which I've been uploading shorts. And I'll get this full video uploaded now. So really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, follow. We're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Just started up the Facebook as well. So yeah, that would really help out the channel and the views and that if you can. But yeah, so we'll see you on the next.